When we explore the ways individuals express anger, especially those who identify with the Sigma male archetype, it's essential to understand that their expressions of emotion often reflect a deeply rooted self-discipline and unique worldview. Anger, for such individuals, is not an uncontrollable outburst, but a signal to recalibrate and act intentionally. They operate with a certain detachment and a measured response, reflective of Stoic principles. So, how does this translate into their unique ways of expressing anger? Let's dive into these intriguing behaviors. Firstly, Sigma males often choose silence over confrontation. Unlike the alpha, who may roar to assert dominance, or the beta, who might concede, the Sigma retreats into silence. But this silence isn't passive, it's strategic. It allows them to process their emotions, analyze the situation, and ensure their response is measured rather than reactionary. This silence can be unsettling to others, as it carries an unspoken intensity, a quiet storm brewing beneath the surface. Next, they channel their anger into productivity. Anger for the Sigma male is rarely wasted on shouting or futile arguments. Instead, it's transformed into fuel for personal growth or problem solving. You might find them working late into the night, perfecting a project or setting new goals, using their frustration as a catalyst for progress. They understand that anger, when properly harnessed, can be a powerful motivator rather than a destructive force. Sigma males often opt for intellectual confrontation. They may not raise their voices, but their words, measured and sharp, can cut deeper than any outburst. They express their anger through articulate, pointed discussions, dissecting issues with a clarity that often leaves others at a loss. This approach aligns with the Stoic ideal of using reason to address conflict rather than succumbing to the chaos of raw emotion. Another fascinating trait is their ability to withdraw and observe. When angered, the Sigma male might step back entirely, distancing themselves from the source of their frustration. This isn't an act of avoidance, but rather a deliberate choice to gather perspective. By removing themselves from the immediate emotional charge of a situation, they gain clarity and regain control over their responses, ensuring their actions align with their principles. One might notice their focus on physical outlets for anger. Many Sigma males turn to physical activity as a way to channel their emotions constructively. Whether it's through rigorous exercise, martial arts, or even a long solitary hike, they find that physical exertion helps them burn off excess energy while restoring inner calm. This not only diffuses their anger, but also strengthens their mind-body connection. Sigma males are also known for using creative expression to process and express their anger. Whether through writing, art, music, or other creative outlets, they transform their emotions into something meaningful. This aligns with their introspective nature, as creativity allows them to explore their anger in a way that is both constructive and private. Another unique expression is their ability to laugh at the absurdity of anger. By embracing humor and seeing the irrationality in emotional outbursts, they disarm their own frustrations. This reflective humor doesn't mean they take issues lightly. Rather, it shows their ability to maintain perspective and avoid becoming consumed by negativity. A subtle yet profound way Sigma males express anger is by setting boundaries with precision. If crossed or wronged, they don't waste energy on dramatic ultimatums. Instead, they make quiet, decisive adjustments to their relationships or environments. This might mean cutting off toxic individuals or restructuring their lives to avoid repeated offenses. Their anger manifests as action rather than verbal sparring. The Sigma male also employs strategic redirection. When angered by something beyond their control, they pivot their focus to what they can influence. This might involve helping others, tackling new challenges, or mastering new skills. By redirecting their attention, they maintain a sense of purpose and avoid the helplessness that often accompanies unresolved anger. Sigma males possess an uncanny ability to let go. While their anger might be intense in the moment, they don't allow it to linger unnecessarily. They practice detachment, recognizing that holding on to anger only serves to harm their own well-being. This doesn't mean they forget injustices. Rather, they release the emotional charge, allowing them to act rationally and in alignment with their values. Each of these methods underscores the Sigma male's dedication to maintaining inner peace and personal autonomy. Their approach to anger reflects not just their Stoic tendencies, but also their commitment to growth, self-awareness, and purposeful action. Through their unique expressions, they remind us that anger, when managed effectively, can become a tool for transformation rather than a source of destruction. Certainly. Let's delve even deeper into the nuanced ways Sigma males handle and express their anger, revealing layers of thought, restraint, and intention behind their behavior. One additional and often misunderstood way Sigma males express their anger is through recalibration of their plans or goals. When faced with situations that provoke their frustration, they don't spiral into chaos or throw in the towel. Instead, they view the anger as feedback from the universe, an indicator that something needs adjustment. Whether it's recalculating their approach to a problem, rethinking their priorities, or even altering their long-term goals, they see these moments as opportunities to refine their trajectory. This act of recalibration is deliberate and focused, ensuring that their energy is directed toward progress rather than stewing in negativity. A particularly fascinating expression of their anger is their ability to become hyper-rational in moments of emotional turbulence. Unlike those who may succumb to the heat of the moment, Sigma males tend to double down on logic and reason when angered. They analyze the situation with cold precision, identifying the root causes of their frustration and evaluating the possible outcomes of their actions. This hyper-rational state allows them to remain composed even in the face of provocation, disarming those who may expect a more heated or impulsive response. Their logic becomes their shield, and their actions are guided by intellect rather than emotional impulses. In social or professional settings, their anger might manifest as an increased focus on accountability. When wronged or disrespected, they don't lash out indiscriminately. Instead, they calmly hold people accountable for their actions. They use clear, concise communication to address grievances, often catching others off guard with their composed yet firm demeanor. This ability to stand their ground without unnecessary theatrics reinforces their reputation as individuals who demand respect without needing to overtly seek it. Another layer of their anger expression lies in their skill at using time as a tool. Sigma males understand the power of delayed responses. When provoked, they rarely react in the moment. Instead, they take their time to cool down, assess the situation, and respond only when they feel fully in control of their emotions. This delay not only prevents them from saying or doing something they might regret, but also gives others the impression of unshakable composure. By responding on their terms, they maintain their autonomy and ensure that their actions are aligned with their principles. Interestingly, Sigma males often adopt a long-term perspective when dealing with anger. They understand that most situations causing immediate frustration are fleeting in the grand scheme of things. Instead of dwelling on temporary setbacks, they focus on their bigger picture. This ability to zoom out and see beyond the present moment allows them to let go of minor irritations and conserve their energy for what truly matters. Their anger when it arises, is not wasted on trivialities, but reserved for matters of genuine importance. They also exhibit a unique ability to educate through their anger. While most might use anger as a weapon, Sigma males often use it as a tool for teaching. If someone's actions provoke them, they might take the time to explain why those actions were inappropriate or harmful. This educational approach reflects their belief in growth and understanding over punishment. They see anger not as an end in itself, but as a means to foster awareness and improvement, whether in themselves or others. Their relationship with anger also highlights a profound self-reliance. When frustrated, Sigma males rarely seek validation or sympathy from others. They don't vent their anger in search of affirmation or allies. Instead, they process it internally, relying on their own strength and clarity to navigate their emotions. This self-contained approach ensures that their anger doesn't spill over into their relationships or burden those around them. It also reinforces their identity as individuals who are in control of their inner world, regardless of external circumstances. Another intriguing aspect of their anger expression is their ability to challenge systems rather than individuals. When angered by systemic issues, whether in their workplace, community, or broader society, they direct their frustration toward creating meaningful change rather than engaging in petty conflicts. This might involve designing more efficient processes, advocating for fairness, or even walking away from environments that don't align with their values. Their anger fuels their desire to build and reform rather than destroy, turning their frustrations into constructive actions. Their capacity for calculated confrontation is also worth noting. While they generally avoid unnecessary conflict, Sigma males are not afraid to confront issues head-on when the situation demands it. However, their confrontations are never reckless. They plan their approach carefully, ensuring that their points are articulated clearly and that their position is unassailable. This calculated approach to conflict often leaves others with no choice but to respect their stance, even if they disagree. Sigma males exhibit an extraordinary ability to transform anger into resilience. Every setback or provocation becomes a stepping stone for their personal growth. They see anger not as a weakness, but as a signpost indicating where they need to fortify their character, skills, or boundaries. Over time, this process of transformation makes them even more unshakable, as they learn to thrive in situations that would overwhelm others. The ways Sigma males express their anger are as diverse and complex as the individuals themselves. What remains constant, however, is their commitment to maintaining control, channeling their emotions constructively, and using every challenge as an opportunity for growth. Their anger is not a hindrance, but a tool, one that they wield with precision, wisdom, and purpose. To continue exploring the profound and multifaceted ways Sigma males express their anger, we delve even further into their psychological frameworks and behavioral nuances. These individuals are masters of restraint and strategic emotion management, finding ways to leverage anger not only for personal growth, but also as a tool for influencing their environment in meaningful ways. One striking aspect of Sigma males is their inclination to use anger as a catalyst for introspection. They don't merely react outwardly. Instead, they turn their gaze inward, questioning what the emotion reveals about their own expectations, beliefs, or vulnerabilities. They ask themselves, why does this anger me? Or what does this say about my values or my boundaries? This level of self-reflection transforms anger from a reactionary force into a lens through which they better understand themselves and the world around them. It's an internal dialogue that few people take the time to have, yet it is integral to the Sigma male's process of emotional mastery. Furthermore, their anger often manifests as a drive for justice or fairness. especially when they perceive an imbalance or wrongdoing in their surroundings. Unlike those who may focus their anger on personal grievances, Sigma males tend to channel their frustrations into addressing broader issues. This could range from standing up for someone who has been wronged to initiating changes in systems that they find inefficient or unjust. Their calm, calculated approach ensures that their pursuit of justice doesn't come across as rash or overly emotional, but rather as a logical, principled stance that commands respect. Another fascinating way Sigma males express anger is through their remarkable skill at detaching from toxic situations or relationships. When faced with people or environments that continually provoke or disrespect them, they don't linger in futile attempts to fix what cannot be fixed. Instead, they make the conscious decision to walk away, often doing so with an air of quiet finality. This ability to detach isn't a sign of weakness or avoidance, but rather an acknowledgement of their worth and their unwillingness to waste energy on situations that hinder their growth or peace of mind. Their anger can also drive them toward honing their skills and acquiring knowledge. When confronted with setbacks or challenges that evoke frustration, they often respond by doubling down on self-improvement. For instance, if a professional situation highlights a gap in their expertise, they don't wallow in anger. Instead, they channel it into learning, becoming better equipped to handle similar scenarios in the future. This relentless pursuit of mastery turns what could be a negative experience into an opportunity for growth and empowerment. Sigma males also possess a unique talent for communicating their anger indirectly through actions rather than words. While they may not always confront someone openly, their behavior shifts in ways that make their feelings unmistakable. For example, they may begin withholding their time, energy, or support from individuals who have wronged them. This silent but impactful withdrawal sends a clear message, often more powerful than words, leaving others to reflect on their actions without the need for overt conflict. A deeper layer to their anger management lies in their practice of mindfulness and presence. Even in moments of intense frustration, Sigma males strive to remain anchored in the present moment. They are acutely aware of how easily anger can distort perception and cloud judgment. By grounding themselves in the here and now, they prevent their minds from spiraling into hypothetical scenarios or dwelling on past grievances. This mindfulness not only helps them process their anger more effectively, but also ensures that their actions remain deliberate and aligned with their values. Sigma males often use anger as a tool for setting non-negotiable boundaries. They understand that unresolved anger often stems from a failure to establish or enforce personal limits. When they feel disrespected or taken for granted, their response is not to lash out, but to redefine the terms of engagement. These boundaries are communicated clearly and enforced consistently, ensuring that their relationships, whether personal or professional, are built on mutual respect. Their ability to reframe anger into a form of motivation is another defining characteristic. When faced with challenges or injustices that provoke their ire, they often view these situations as puzzles to be solved rather than obstacles to lament. This shift in perspective allows them to approach difficulties with a sense of curiosity and determination rather than resentment. Their problem-solving mindset turns anger into a driving force for innovation and creativity, enabling them to overcome hurdles with a calm, collected demeanor. Interestingly, Sigma males are also known for their ability to compartmentalize their emotions. While this might be misunderstood by some as emotional suppression, it's actually a deliberate strategy to ensure that anger doesn't spill over into areas of their life where it doesn't belong. For instance, if anger arises in a professional setting, they ensure it doesn't affect their personal relationships, and vice versa. This compartmentalization allows them to address each aspect of their life with clarity and focus, free from the interference of unrelated emotional baggage. Their approach to resolving anger often involves creating systems or structures that prevent future frustrations. For example, if a repetitive issue in their work or personal life leads to anger, they don't merely address the immediate situation. They design a long-term solution to ensure the problem doesn't arise again. This forward-thinking mindset not only resolves their current frustration, but also demonstrates their commitment to efficiency and continuous improvement. Sigma males frequently transform their anger into a profound sense of empathy. While this might seem counterintuitive, their introspective nature often leads them to question the motivations and struggles of those who provoke them. By understanding the underlying reasons for someone else's behavior, they can let go of personal grievances and approach the situation with compassion rather than judgment. This doesn't mean they condone unacceptable behavior, but it allows them to address conflicts with a level of emotional intelligence that diffuses tension and fosters resolution. Each of these strategies showcases the depth and intentionality behind the Sigma male's approach to anger. Their methods are not about suppression or denial, but about mastery, turning an emotion that many view as destructive into a source of strength, clarity, and purpose. In doing so, they embody a level of self-awareness and discipline that serves as an example of how anger, when managed wisely, can lead to profound personal growth and transformation. As we continue to unravel the intricate ways Sigma males handle and express their anger, it becomes increasingly clear that their approach is deeply rooted in self-control, self-awareness, and a profound understanding of the dynamics of human emotion. Their anger, unlike the outbursts many associate with frustration, is more akin to a smoldering ember, a quiet but potent energy that they channel into meaningful actions and strategies. Another remarkable way Sigma males express anger is through what I like to call constructive detachment. When a situation or person consistently provokes them, they don't immediately cut ties or lash out. Instead, they begin to emotionally and mentally detach, observing the situation from a distance. This detachment allows them to evaluate whether their continued involvement is worthwhile or whether their energy would be better spent elsewhere. It's a process that enables them to remove themselves from toxic cycles without unnecessary drama, ensuring they prioritize their peace and growth above all else. Sigma males are also known for their uncanny ability to let their actions speak louder than their words. When angered by a situation or person, they often respond by excelling in ways that indirectly address the issue. For example, if doubted or underestimated, they don't waste time arguing their case. Instead, they achieve excellence in their work or endeavors, letting their accomplishments serve as a powerful rebuttal. This action-oriented response not only diffuses their anger but also positions them as individuals who don't rely on others' validation for their worth. Their anger can manifest as a heightened focus on precision and detail. When faced with frustrating situations, they channel their energy into mastering the finer aspects of their craft or environment. This meticulous attention to detail is their way of regaining a sense of control and order in the face of chaos, whether it's perfecting a skill, organizing their surroundings, or planning their next steps. This focus helps them convert emotional turmoil into tangible outcomes. An additional layer of their anger management involves the practice of radical self-accountability. While many externalize their anger, blaming others or circumstances, Sigma males often turn inward, asking themselves what role they might have played in creating or perpetuating the situation. This isn't about self-blame, but about taking responsibility for their actions and learning from their experiences. By doing so, they strip anger of its power to control them, transforming it into a tool for self-improvement. Sigma males also possess a remarkable ability to leverage their anger to sharpen their instincts and decision-making. They recognize that anger, when appropriately understood, can be a signal that something is amiss, whether it's a betrayal of their values, a boundary violation, or an overlooked detail. Instead of suppressing or ignoring their anger, they use it as a guide to reassess their strategies and realign with their goals. This introspective approach ensures that their actions are informed by their emotions without being ruled by them. When Sigma males do choose to confront someone, their approach is often marked by a calm but undeniable intensity. They don't shout or argue. Instead, they address the issue with a quiet firmness that leaves little room for misunderstanding. Their words are deliberate, their tone measured, and their demeanor composed. This controlled confrontation often has a more profound impact than any loud argument, as it forces the other party to take them seriously without the distraction of heightened emotions. A subtle yet powerful expression of their anger is their ability to maintain a level of independence in all aspects of their lives. When angered, Sigma males rarely allow themselves to become overly reliant on others for resolution or comfort. They take pride in their self-sufficiency, choosing to solve their problems on their own terms. This independence not only reinforces their sense of control, but also prevents their anger from becoming a burden to those around them. Another fascinating way they handle anger is by engaging in deep intellectual pursuits. They often turn to books, research, or philosophical contemplation to process their emotions. By immersing themselves in knowledge, they not only distract themselves from the immediate frustration, but also gain new perspectives that help them approach the situation more rationally. This intellectualization of anger reflects their belief in the power of understanding and reason to overcome emotional turbulence. Sigma males also have a unique ability to transform anger into gratitude. While this might seem paradoxical, their introspective nature allows them to see challenges and frustrations as opportunities to grow. They reflect on how their anger has pushed them to set boundaries, improve their skills, or reevaluate their priorities. This gratitude doesn't mean they ignore or condone injustices, but it helps them view anger as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Their anger is often accompanied by an unshakable sense of patience. They understand that acting in the heat of the moment rarely leads to the best outcomes. Instead, they bide their time, waiting for the right moment to address the issue or take action. This patience, combined with their analytical mindset, ensures that their responses are not only effective but also aligned with their long-term goals. Every expression of anger in the Sigma male's arsenal is marked by intention, discipline, and a refusal to let emotion dictate their actions. They demonstrate that anger, when managed with wisdom and clarity, can be a source of strength and transformation. This mastery of anger is not just a reflection of their character, but also a testament to their commitment to living with purpose and authenticity. In conclusion, the Sigma male's approach to anger is a masterclass in self-control, introspection, and purposeful action. Their ability to channel this powerful emotion into productivity, self-improvement, and meaningful change sets them apart as individuals who refuse to be ruled by their feelings. Instead, they harness their anger as a tool for transformation, maintaining their independence and composure in even the most challenging situations. By embracing silence, intellectual confrontation, strategic withdrawal, and emotional detachment, Sigma males demonstrate how anger can be not just managed, but mastered. They turn what many view as a destructive force into a source of clarity, resilience, and growth, embodying the principles of Stoicism in their every action. If you found this exploration insightful and empowering, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who might benefit from understanding these unique perspectives, and subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking discussions on self-mastery, personal growth, and the wisdom of the Stoic way of life. Your journey to mastering emotions and living with intention starts here. Let's grow together.